An employee at a Corsicana ISD school says she was injured after a student tried to throw a chair at her. Hello, everybody. I'm Heather Hayes.
And I'm Steve Eager. It's 9 o'clock. This is the second time an employee has been injured in that school in the past few months. This all happened at Collins Intermediate School. A paraprofessional in the classroom for students with behavioral issues says she fell trying to get away from the flying chair and she broke her wrist. In August, an assistant principal at the same school suffered a severe eye injury in the same classroom. Fox 4's Peyton Yeager is in Corsicana with the story. Peyton.
Steve and Heather, Corsicana ISD released an updated statement this afternoon saying that it already completed its investigation into Tuesday's incident. I sat down with that paraprofessional this afternoon. She says that she is still concerned because this is the second employee injury at that same intermediate school in less than 6 months.
I've been in daycares, I've worked in nursing homes, and I just went back to working at school because
helping children is her passion, according to Carol Tidwell. At the beginning of this school year, the paraprofessional says she was assigned to Collins Intermediate, to a classroom designated for students with behavioral challenges. But Tidwell says she's had safety concerns.
It's not a healthy environment to be working in.
Tidwell says Tuesday her job was not only unhealthy, but also unsafe. The 57-year-old tells Fox 4 a student of hers, who has been violent before, began to act disruptive. She described the terrifying chain of events.
When I looked up, all I could see was a chair coming. And when I told the teacher, I said, hey, we got a chair flying. I said, I called for AB for help. By the time the chair hit the floor, I went stumbling backwards, tripped, fell, and broke my wrist, my left wrist.
Tidwell called her husband, who drove her to Baylor Hospital in Dallas. There, x-rays confirmed she had a fractured wrist. Wednesday, Corsicana ISD released a statement on the incident to Fox 4 saying, in a small classroom, a student attempted to throw a chair in the direction of a paraprofessional, who fell attempting to avoid the chair as it slid across the floor. According to video footage, the injury occurred during the fall.
People need to know these kids need to be helped.
A similar message came from Collins Intermediate Assistant Principal Kendra Rogers back in August as she called for change. Rogers, blind in her right eye after a juvenile student in a classroom for students with behavior issues, threw multiple chairs at her and then hit her in the face with a hanger.
Overly aggressive students need services to meet their needs.
That student was removed from school. Fox 4 is still waiting for a response from the Navarro County District Attorney if charges were ever filed in Rogers' case. Wednesday, Corsicana ISD says it can't release any information about the student involved in Tuesday's case due to district policy.
I don't get paid to get messed up like this.
Tidwell tells me that she does not plan to go back to Corsicana ISD. She also tells me she doesn't believe enough changes were made at Collins Intermediate after the incident in August. Now, in that statement that Corsicana ISD released today, they tell us that learning resumed right after yesterday's incident and that intermediate school was never placed on lockdown.